big fight in your division. Lerone Murphy goes out and just knocks Aaron Pico unconscious, and now it looks like he might fight Alexander Volkanovski for the belt. It's pretty crazy how quickly things can change in the sport in just 1 second, Aljo.
Yeah, the thing with Lerone Murphy, no one really knew who he was. Now they do, you know. Now they do. Kudos to him, man. That was a great comeback knockout because he was on his way to possibly getting finished in that first round, or maybe even the second, just the way things were going. But Pico, once again, that aggression, that aggressive style, it comes back to bite you sometimes, especially with a guy who does tricky stuff. Like Lerone Murphy's not super flashy. He'll throw a spinning back kick. He has some nice elbows, but he's very fundamentally sound. He's not doing anything out of the ordinary, but you give him what he wants and you get an opportunity to get a finish like that. And he's a smart, intelligent fighter, you know? But you got Pico, heavy hands, great wrestler, doesn't really control people, but will wrestle you if he needs to, can take you down pretty much anytime that he really wants. And then he looks for those big body shots, but when he does that, he car crashes. And when you run into a shot, I mean, I know firsthand, I ran into a knee that wasn't even meant for a head kick, you know? So I got knocked out by Marlon Moraes by just shooting in and diving in on something. The same thing he once crashed in, and the same thing he did in Bellator. I don't know. It's a crazy game, man. One day you're like this, one moment you're like this, and then next thing you know, 1 second later, the whole fight just changes right before your eyes. So kudos to Lerone Murphy. I do think he should get the next title shot. It sucks for Mosar because Mosar should have been the guy, but he missed his opportunity to stake his claim, and here we are. The division is just in a weird spot, but it's also an exciting time for the featherweight division because there's so many faces, just like 185. There's so many potential challengers.
What's your advice to Aaron Pico? Because he did look good until he didn't.
I think that's it. Simply perspective. I mean, he's been knocked out like that before, running into a shot, and he built himself back up. I think he has to keep it in perspective. And at the end of the day, it was just a real uh, fight IQ error. You take that away, he probably wins that fight the way that it was going. I mean, it was only 3 minutes, right, into the first round, but still, that showed a lot for the indication of how good he actually is. So I think you got to look at it glass half full. Like, yeah, I might have got sent to the gulags, but at the same time, I was actually doing really well against an undefeated, highly touted guy who could potentially fight for a world title.